Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for inviting us, and looking forward to talking with many of you are friends I see out there, and many of you I haven't met before. So for those of you who haven't met me, I'm just going to relay something I was told early on in my career by an old engineer. He said, when you're up there speaking, be brief, be bright, and be gone. Well, I can only guarantee two of those things. I'll be brief and be gone. We'll see what happens in the middle. My name is Larry Jackson, and I'm the Democratic candidate for House of Delegates District 61. I am proud to represent all the people who share our democratic values in Rappahannock, Culpeper, and here in Fauquier County. I'm a 64-year-old man. I've never run for office before. I've spent my entire life involved with the military. I was born, my dad was a military officer, retired after he spent over 40 years between active duty and reserve. I lived with him the whole time until I moved, and then I began working for the Department of Army at the age of 21. And I worked as a research engineer for 35 years. One of my proudest achievements, my team and I worked on counter-IED equipment during the Desert Storm, and that's the OEF and OIF. And I'm proud of what we accomplished to try to protect our soldiers, and I feel like we made a good contribution in that area. I deployed 3 times to Afghanistan voluntarily to support three different countermine and counter-IED projects. So that's a little bit about me. I'm an engineer. Facts matter. Facts matter about everything in our lives. We research things. So, and I'm from Southern Ohio, Appalachia, and I know BS when I hear BS. So, facts matter, and I tell you, you don't BS when you're talking to a general like the chair of the Republican committee. When you're in a meeting with the general, you don't give BS answers. You give them the best answer you can, and if you can't, you tell them, I'll get you an answer, sir, and I'll get back to you. I've lived in Fauquier County since 2014, and I moved to Virginia in 1982. My children and grandchildren are born in Virginia, and I'd be proud to represent this area in the House of Delegates and work for all Virginians. I was born and raised a Catholic, and I'm a Christian, but I do believe that we need to focus on love your neighbor as yourself. Blessed are the meek, the poor, the hungry, and the thirsty. That is the Christianity that I carry with me. I'm not a practicing Catholic anymore, but I live those Christian values every day of my life. There's been a lot of horrible talk about our government, even now. Civil wars, if the election doesn't go right? Civil wars, if somebody's charged with a crime? That is not the country that I grew up in. Every person on this planet lives under a government. Every single person. Question is, do you live under a good government or a bad government? I, as a Democrat, believe in good government, a government that works for the people to provide them with services that can't be done by any private business. They don't build roads, they don't build airports, they don't build public water treatment. We have the advantage of public services every day, and we all use them, whether you even know how much they are involved in your lives. I am the pro-choice candidate in this race. Her body, her choice. If a woman decides she needs to have an abortion, it should be available when she needs it. An old man like me shouldn't have anything to say about what a woman chooses to do with her body. And it's also very popular in the country. Way more than half the people think that it should be legal. So, I am the pro-choice candidate. I'm also pro-environment. When I look at my grandchildren and I think, what are they going to have in 20, 30, 40 years? We're already watching, the world's been on fire this summer. We've seen it, and if you don't know it's been the hottest summer on record, well, step outside many of these days and you can feel it. We have to do more to protect our environment. And if I go to Richmond, I will do everything I can to legislate for our environment. I also would like to see health care reform. Too many people do not have health care. Too many people cannot go to the doctor when they need to. I'm lucky. I can go to the doctor whenever. I've got a good health care program. Your health care should not be based on your profession or your employment status. Democrats get things done, whether it be the infrastructure bill. We're seeing things happening all the time. We govern for the people, and we care about people. I am the pro-choice candidate, the pro-environment candidate, pro-healthcare reform. Please vote for your pro, Larry Jackson. Thank you very much.